Smushes. Little smushes. Morning, Drew. Morning, handsome. Morning, Carl. How you all doing? How's it going? Morning, Polly. Morning, Joe. Do you know, it's not that warm today, so I didn't swap their ice pods out, but now I'm wondering if they're looking a bit warm. Morning, Sophia. Vam, thank you very much for the host. Good morning, Melba. Good morning, Palin. Good morning, Chuck. Oh, she's definitely doing a lot better today. Good morning, Delta. Morning, Erico. Vamp, how you doing today? Good morning, Samba. Morning, Guy. Yeah, she's been up to her usual antics today, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed she's back to normal. But then worryingly, I offered Gerry a pellet and he was a bit like, I don't know. So I'm like, please, Gerry, don't you go into it now. Morning, Charlie. Morning, Rob. Good morning, Maxwell and Lime. Did I say morning, Anhul? Morning, Bubble. Oh, 2 secs. The bunny's hay has just arrived. Oh, Gerry. Hello, Gerry. Hang on a sec. What did I miss? Sarok, thank you very much for the sub. Good morning. How you doing? And Zeus, thank you very much for the sub. Good morning. Good morning to the both of you, and a big thank you. Yeah, I thought that was my doorbell, and I went to check. Oh, morning, Sam. Morning, Bennett. It was morning, Riffy. Morning, Miko. Yeah, I got you know when you get a text and it says like, oh, the bunny's hay is going to arrive between 9:30 and 10:30, and I was like, hopefully it'll be in the first half of that, but just over. His molt lines make him look a little worried. Yeah. Morning, Rob. Good morning, Saffron. He is a worry boy. I mean, he does tend to. I got on the sofa last night hoping that he was gonna cuddle up, because he'd been so cuddly the night before. I thought maybe I can make a habit out of it and I can get on the sofa at the same time every night, but he was literally just like, what are you doing? Why are you there? I love how alert they get over the doorbell. I guess because even though it's a noise they know, they're still not like 100% used to it, because it's sporadic sort of thing. So they're just like, the heck? What is this warning alarm? Doot, 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 doot. Frogger, thank you very much for the sub. How are you doing? Good morning. I've been seeing a lot of frogs recently. I swear so many games have froggos in this year. It's nice to see. It's nice to see a lot of frogs. I've now been playing Slay the Spire for 2 hours, having said I'll just try one run after watching you play it yesterday, and I hold you personally responsible for all the fun I'm having. I did try another run yesterday. Samba, thank you very much for the bits. Good morning, Tim. All the frogs this year, yeah. You're getting a lot of appreciation. Good morning, Lovato. I assume it was easy to tell something was wrong with Fifi. Yeah, so basically, bunnies have very delicate, like, tummy systems. So this is one of the things I would like to go into more detail about when I did the bunny video. So I said teeth, tums, and bums. And so the things you have to watch out for usually are if they've not eaten or pooed in the last 12 hours, that's a sign that they're going into gastrointestinal stasis, which is like one of the main things, one of the main problems that bunnies get. Gerry is very long. Morning, Rob. So bunnies are quite poorly designed in that if one thing starts shutting down, their body doesn't really work against it. It just starts shutting down too. So you need to get on top of it really early. So it's one thing, like if they're in pain, that is something that will cause them to stop eating, and then everything else starts shutting down after that. And it can go south very quickly, which is why I was like, okay, I'm going to monitor her. She just binkied. You just binky out the frame. She is back to herself now. It's very lovely to see. But yeah, but you know what she's like with breakfast. The first sign was that I offered her breakfast and she didn't want it. She didn't even run over for breakfast. And then whatchamacallit, she kept on, if they push their tummies into the floor, so you've seen how they lie down. If they lie down tummy first, that often means that they're having like bloating or they're feeling really gassy, which is a bad sign for bunnies. She keeps binkying. You got a lot of binkies in there today, haven't you? You're happy, which is lovely to see. Polly, thank you so much for gifting out. Oh, Rob, did I miss? I think I missed those bits from Rob. Thank you. And Polly, thank you for gifting subs to Marmaster, Classy Mullet, Grimthorpe, Kirana, and Baccarat. Thank you. She is feeling better, which is nice. Which is nice, because it is worrying. At one point we thought we were going to have to take her into the hospital to stay overnight, because it's one of those things that it's a difficult balance with bunnies of how much you stress them out, but you get them the medical attention that they need, and how much you morning Ginger, morning Coconut, and how much you just leave them be to like relax. So it's like at one point she was literally just sat still for like 2 hours just trembling, and I was like, oh no, this is not good, and I syringe fed her, so I knew she had a little something in her, but the fact that she was just like shake it, I'd never seen her do it before, and I called up the vet and she was like, if she doesn't stop it within half an hour, she's gonna have to come in and stay overnight. And I was just like, ugh. So I was like staring at her, and this was around about the time that I was meant to be getting ready for the yog off, and that's why I was just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I messaged everyone and was just like, can you do this? Brilliant, thank you. Okay, I'm not doing it. So that whole time I was just staring at her, being like, please be okay. And she hated the syringe feeding, but then thankfully she did start to eat. Didn't you? You were a good bunny. Your streams make me want to get bunnies, but also not. See, this is the thing, is like, they are very lovely, but they are also very, you do have to be on top of knowing them, because otherwise things do, like, if something goes wrong, it can go wrong quite quickly with bunnies. So you've just got to, whereas like, you just turn around to bite me because you thought I was Fifi. Little monster. Mine hates car rides and she just shakes in the corner for half an hour every car ride. It's a struggle, since there isn't even meds to calm them down like there are for cats and dogs. Yeah, you can get oh, apparently they won the yog off for me, so it's nice. They said we're gonna win it for Brad. So yeah, I sort of still won. It's fine. You can get some Gerry is my favourite bunny. Should I say if you want breakfast, don't you? That's why you're sat out there. Where? Gerry was trying to climb on top of my foot. Now, I don't think Gerry particularly wants breakfast today. Oh, no, he does. He's fine. I offered him a pellet earlier and he was just like, meh. I'm going to get this tuft. Sorry, Gerry. There you go. Yeah, bunnies are like, because the funny thing is, you've got the exact, so if like I said, if bunnies don't eat within a certain number of hours, that's when it's like, okay, things are serious, we need to start going into action mode, sort of thing. Whereas Belly cannot eat for like a week, and it's just like, she's probably fine. She probably just ate a lot the week before. And I'm just like, what? And you used to get like dogs that were in at the vet and they'd be like, oh yeah, they've not eaten for like 3 days, but they're still fine. I'm just like, it's just so weird to me, because obviously like 12 hours is, for me, the like, this is serious mode now. The best team won. I was quite nervous about going up against Nowsy, what with him being like a quizmaster. Oh yeah, Maxwell, I forgot about that. I've not had a chance to talk to Smithy yet, but I will send that on. He's yeah. I'll send it along so he knows about his. I don't know if he ever got to the bottom of it. Good morning, Kaino. How you doing? Morning, Swan. Bunnies are like early access release pets. Looks lovely, fun to play with, absolutely horrendous amounts of bugs in the hardware/software. Yeah, that's a good way to describe them. They're just, that. I guess that's why they're classified as exotic, is just because their care is that little bit more specialised. So you get to pay a little bit more for the honour, the honour of looking after them. Good morning, Steve. Can't wait for the the bunny 1.0, yeah. We need to get like, maybe there's like a little software update I can get. Gerry is soft. The softest of software. Well, that's a lie. Fifi is soft. That was, I know it sounds bad, but one of the, or I guess the only upside to when Ffion is feeling slightly bad is that she sits still. You actually get to show her affection for once. She doesn't really want it, but, well, she did actually, she was sort of like staying there for it, because I had to try and give her a tummy massage, which obviously in normal circumstances she would not allow. Do you think maybe the internal issues that bunnies have are the result of breeding over generations? Some of their problems are a result of that. People tend to find, in the bunny breeding world, I feel like I've not said good morning, Annie, or good morning, Ravane. So good morning to the both of you as well. Oh, he don't want him. He's off for a little bit. Are you sure you don't? No. Kagi, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you. I finally managed to track down the yoga flood. I couldn't remember the day, and it had to be told it was in the middle of Yog Cinema VODs. Oh. Yeah, I think the only problem with it, well, I guess in a way, like, because it's more to do with bunnies living longer when they're domesticated, because obviously in the wild they get like 1 to 2 years, whereas in the houses they can get like 8 to 10 depending on the breed, sort of thing. So it probably is just, it's the same problems, but it's just that you don't really get to see it in the wild because they've not hello they are all 2 checks out. Yeah, Gifty, thank you very much for the follow. Are Rexes better designed for zoomies than lionheads? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So, a lot of breeders don't really particularly like the like natural design of bunnies, like the long faces like Ffion has, and they try to design them very round-headed. So a lot of lion heads and Netherland dwarfs typically have these teeny tiny heads and these teeny tiny like brachycephalic faces. Gerry isn't too bad. He's got like, you can see he's got a little bit of snoot. But I've seen some bunnies that were bred that literally their nose is like behind their eyes when you look at them side on. And that's when you start getting the problems. Because it gives them problems with their eyes, their nose, their teeth. Everything else follows. So, why must humans always seek the orb? It is true. Whereas I think Fifi has a lovely face. She's very hair-like. She's very, But that's why I think there are certain breeds such as like Belgian hares. Dutch bunnies, you don't tend to get it in. It's too early for 5-syllable words. Reggie, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, I think hairy or hairy. Well, she is both. I guess she's hairy and furry. But I feel so sorry for pugs. Yeah. Pugs, they don't have it easy anymore, bless them. When you look at pictures of pugs from like 100 years ago, they're like not particularly... Hello, did you want another pellet? Or is it too early to offer you more? 3 chins. 3 chins and a munch. Those breeds with the gigantic ears worry me too. Yeah, the English lops are the ones that have the absolutely massive ears. Because that's what they told us Genevieve was when we adopted her. And I'm like, I don't think she is. I think she maybe had a bit of like French lop in her, but I don't think she had English lop. Some sort of lop. But lops tend to come with their own problems. But yeah, it would be nice if they started to like be a few more regulations. Did she ask for wine and baguette? A flop, yeah. All the brachycephalic breeds of dogs and cats make me sad. Yeah, I do feel bad for them. It's like whenever you used to get a French bulldog or a pug in at the vet, you could literally hear them walk into the building before you saw them. Because you'd have that proper like... That was how they all breathed. They all breathed like snoring. So you do feel bad. What are some... Well, as far as I understand, lops are more prone to ear infections. I guess because of the, like the... Maybe just not being... If there is like an infection, it can... What's the word? Where it can sort of like fester because it's covered. But I've never had a lop. So I guess it's one of those things that it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get it. It's just they're more likely to get it, I'd imagine. It's either a gamer or a bug on the way. To breed the massive ears, the skull is all... Oh my good. Every time I turn around, he sneaks up behind me like, what doing? And then he walks away again. No, baby boy. My puppy sat my auntie's pug and she scared my 2 dogs with her breathing. Oh, the poor thing. Oh, bless. Does the flop ear trap moisture or stuff? Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking, is like it allows it to like culture a bit more or something. But I honestly don't know. Having not had lops myself. I do like lops. I know, English lops are ridiculous, and Genevieve most definitely was not one. um, but this is why, yeah, I just don't like things like breeder shows and stuff like that. If ever I was to have a, oh, sorry, Gerry, I was plucking your bum. Yeah, I've actually got big lop ears. It's just that my hair covers it. um, I wish that. I think there are some countries that are being a bit better with it with dogs now, but I guess bunny laws are always like super behind any other sort of animal rights laws. So it would take a little while for any sort of breeding regulations to come in for bunnies. But hopefully one day. Do you know the funny thing about bunnies with lop is that they're not born lop, they're born with up ears, and then one day their ears just get to the point where they get so big that they just flop down. Which I didn't realise until I started following rescues. And then that you'd get these bunnies in, and one day you'd see them and there'd be lops, and you'd be like, I swear they weren't lop bunnies before. And you'd look back and you'd be like, oh, I guess it just gets to a point where it's like, ooh. My in-laws got 2 Frenchies, are wonderful, lovable dogs, but they're so full of health issues. One's allergic to everything, they've got skin conditions and need special shampoos. Yeah, it is a difficult one. Harpoon, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you, that is very kind of you. Very kind indeed. Lop is a state of mind, yeah. Funny enough, leopard geckos of all things have some pretty strict breeding restrictions. They aren't as mainstream as cats or dogs, but certain breeds are outright banned. Oh. There's a character from Star Wars Vision series that came out a while back, the bunny person that honestly looked like you, named Lop. Ah! I guess that's my Halloween costume sorted. Oh, for health issues, I should add. I was thinking, like, can't be like pit bulls or something. Do you get really violent leopard geckos? Or, ones that have a bad reputation. So these leopard geckos walking around with muzzles on. And people like me saying, it's not them, it's the owners. Leopard geckos have eaten many preschoolers, yeah. Wait, that's real about the ears. I thought, wait, the ears are... Wait, about the lop ears? No, it real. It real. They flippity floop. But yeah. Not Fifi. Genevieve was like a half lop. So bunnies can put their ears down. So they are actually like, I can make Gerry into a lop if I wanted to. That's what it looked like. So they do actually have like a lot of flexibility in their ears. Because when they clean them, they put them down to lop. Ooh, look at this. I've forgotten the exact degree of movement they have, but it is a lot. A lop. But yeah. But Genevieve's tended to always be out to the side like this. We called her helicopter ears. Oh, sorry, Gerry. And when she ran forward, her ears would just like flop around. Try not to snap Gerry's ears off, please. I know, it's one of those things that you wouldn't think that you could do it. He is a very sweet boy. Bun shouldn't legally be allowed to clean their ears. It's too cute. Honestly, I could watch bunnies cleaning their ears for so long. Just when they just look as if they're doing little prayers. Look at his big tooth purr. His molt is so messy at the moment. Just every day more and more comes through. Every day. We're making more and more Gerry. He's like a tribble. Bring to the big carrot, yeah. He does shake his head, but just stay. I swear the white in his ears has spread. I thought it used to be like here, But now it's getting all the way up to the tippity tops, and he's got little white patches there as well. Little white patches around his ears, which is a sign of youth in bunnies, right? Oh, that reminds me. The banana tunnels. I have to remember to get him some banana tunnels. Because I think they're only £10 each. They're like half price at the moment on the website I was going to get them from. So I might get him a few banana tunnels just to have around the room. It's a lot of white froning too. It is. It is. Morning, Megalomaniac. The colours still need to come through since he's a baby. Oh, that's true. That is true. Gotta get him some Nana for Thursday. Wait, what's the date today? Is Thursday the 7th then? Are we swapping Friday Nana for Thursday Nana this week? It is. Ah. Exciting. There was one film that I wanted to go and see at the cinema. I mean, I know there's been other films, but I looked this morning and I've already missed it. I forget how quickly some films just go out of the cinema, and I was like, oh. Morning, Evil Cow. Mum and No's dog is shedding like Gerry lately. It's got more like 3 layers or more layers of fur. It's a mess. Aww. Can fully pull out tufts like the boy. Yeah, there's Oh, Evil Cow, I forgot to say that video you sent me yesterday of the big Highland coo. How do they see? It was this big Highland coo that's just like gumming on this person's arm whilst they're trying to brush them. And I was like, where are the eyes? You just can't see. You can't see any eyes. And that makes me think, how do they see out? I really want to see what a Highland coo looks like when you've brushed them and you can actually, like, if you brush it so they've got like a big fringe or something. So they can peep. They go at the cinema fast, but at least they come to streaming fast too. That's true. They already added Doctor Strange to Disney Plus. Yeah. Yeah, they do seem to. Morning, Teal. Have you seen the cows that have been blow dried? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. I'm hoping that, because I saw there's a sanctuary that I really want to go to. I went to it once, like years ago, before COVID was a thing. And I want to go again, but at the moment I think you can't see the chickens or the turkeys because of bird flu. I think they have to be kept away from public. Oh, sorry, I got a good tuft. I got distracted. Or I don't think you can see the cows because they're out in their like pasture fields. But then I saw a video on their Facebook recently saying like, and it was a picture of all the cows being moved, being like, they're looking forward to meeting everyone. So I was like, hang on. Does this mean we get to meet the cows? I want to meet the cows. Obviously only if it's good for them. But yeah, I'm hoping that means that if we do go, if I do find someone who's willing to drive me there in a few weeks, I can get to see the coos. I'm mostly excited to see the donkeys. I love donkeys. Because they're just like if you mixed a bunny and a horse together. They're so naughty and so lovely. And I love their ears. Morning, Panda. How you doing? What do you think to that, Gerry? Donkeys are hilarious. It's just like if you took the chaos of Fifi and put them into a horse. Cows are so cute. I felt blessed when I was on holiday because we were going past this field of cows and I went over to the side of it just to take a photo of the cows. And one stood up and came over to me and I was just like, I am blessed. Thank you. Arnhall is your personal chauffeur, right? Does Arnhall know about this? The TikTok lady with chicken nugget, the horse has donkeys, I think. Ah. Ffion horse sounds terrifying. A buntor. I find cows very cute, but I'm also a bit scared of them. I mean, I guess they do tend to be like, I think they could do damage if they wanted to. If you made them angry or went near their babbies. You just have to respect them like the sea. Respect the cows. I just love their noses, and they have such pretty eyes as well. Their little mouths. Skylar could tell us a lot about cows. This is true. This is true. I didn't even know if Angel could drive. Angel, can you drive? Should we do a road trip to It's in Wales. You'd be returning home, supposedly. Cows are like the sea. They are. You must respect their power and their natural beauty. Respect the cows. Don't swim out too far. Don't go against the cow current. I live in Switzerland and there's tons of cows around hiking trails. They're usually very big, so I'm just used to being very careful around them. Aww. Oh, look. She is praying for treats. I can drive, but not well. I mean, I can drive, but not legally. We go to the go-karting place and then just steal the go-karts. Drive them out of there. I love Happy Hens and Highlands Instagram. They have some beautiful cows. See, this is what I need to take the time to do. I need to take the time to go through on TikTok and actually find things that I like. Because at the moment it just suggests horrible things. So I need to go through and actually like and follow Mr. Tabs. Mr. Tabs has his TikTok now. I need to follow him and follow all the nice cow things and the nice Are you on TikTok, Hansan? Do you have a TikTok? Lee, thank you very much for the sub. Oh my gosh, 18 months. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, my tummy just did a big rumble. It's because I'm thinking about Alex bought giant crumpets. Although Instagram's gone weird now. Mr. Tabs has a TikTok. He does. He do. I'm sure Kirsty, well, she's probably put the link in, well, unless she's waiting to do a big reveal and I've just scuppered it, but she's probably put the link into her Discord. But it's, I want to say Mr. Tabs, maybe, if you're on the TikToks. Melon, thank you very much for the sub. How has time passed so quickly? I remember thinking silver would be a long way away. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't understand TikTok now. It is just confusion. It is confusion. Yeah, I swear I don't actually see people I follow on Instagram anymore. It's all like, what do you call it? Mr. Tab says 0 followers, so you might have done a spoiler. Oh no. Okay, we all have to make a big pact that we're not gonna who's gonna be the scapegoat? Someone has to say that they've just happened to search for tabs and then they found it and they shared it with us, and that's how we all found out. Dear oh dear. Anu did it. Give me back my vine. I'm telling. Oh no. Oh no. Make it Ted. Okay, yeah, if we all agree. It's all of our words against Ted. Better delete this VOD then. Oh, I keep meaning to follow it because I did actually make a TikTok. And yeah, I think at the moment I literally follow Dunk, because he somehow found me and followed me. So I was like, okay. Morning, AJ. How you doing? Look at you. I just watched the first TikTok and it's great content. There you go. I mean, I'm here to support Mr. Tabs. I'll happily be the one who leaked it because it was me. I'll do it. I'll tell the truth. But I was saying to Kirsty, I was like, oh, I'll do one for the bunnies and then they can be friends. They can be friends on TikTok. Morning, Goblin. Tabs is just a baby. He is. Because there's a TikTok, no, it's an Instagram song that I wanted to do for Gerry. I hope Mr. Tabs is getting his commission from TikTok. I guess I'll see if maybe like Gerry and Ffion or something is taken. Because this is the problem when you come to platforms late, is all of the names are tooked. Oh, sorry, Gerry. Sorry, look at his worried face. You had a tuft, I was just stealing it. Oh, you poor boy. I've ruined it by following Tabs and liking the post. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. I was thinking, because I read this thing recently that was saying like, oh, if you want to, if you're gonna be an online person, you need to diversify and you have to have the Instagrams and the TikToks and the Twitters and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I guess I could start chucking. I commented, I'm here because Ted told us about it. He actually fell asleep at the keyboard in Senna Plus recently. This is the most wholesome way to start a Tuesday. Gerry, do you want some mint? He's like, oh, I could be persuaded. Wait, let me... Hello, Sniffle Sniffles. It is very nice to see Fifi eating again. Morning, Charlotte. Oh, it looks as if she's just pouring up my leg there. So mint is very good for tummies. So we got some mint so that they could have, hopefully it will help both of their tummies as they've had a bit of a stressful time recently. Now they smell very minty, don't you? I wonder if food does flavour their toffees, if they have little minty toffees. I can't say I've ever noticed a difference in the smell. They always very much smell the same, their toffees. Shakra, thank you very much for the sub. 10 months. Oh my gosh, thank you for your prime. On the next Comfort Zone, Kirsty will be like, so I had a dream that I made a TikTok account for Mr. Tabs, but then Bryony told everyone about it before I was ready, but I know that it must have been a dream because Bryony would never do that. Oh no, this is when I go and check my DMs and Kirsty sent it to me and been like, don't tell anyone. I'm like, oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. But how does it taste? Oh, I'd have to ask the Benoys. I couldn't steal their toffee. They've made it a little treat for themselves. I couldn't go stealing it. Morning, Zane. Oh, I can hear Alex having a meeting. Serious business, Gerry. I need to be editing I should have edited the Comfort Zone yesterday, but because I was still keeping an eye on Fifi, and I didn't get to do any of it this week, and it's meant to be done by Wednesday. Bunnies need to eat some of their own poops to digest stuff, right? Yeah, they do. So they have little toffee poops that they eat straight from the bum. And they get some extra goodness from it that they didn't get the first time round. There you go. Are you and Kirsty going to have a fallout after she learns you told us about the TikTok? Oh, no. I hope not. I couldn't take her in a fight. She's scrappy. Hello. Oh, look at those other toughs that have kicked along. Are you okay? Oh, it's so lovely seeing you back to yourself. You done very good. Well done, Fifi. Well done getting through it all. Very proud of you. Hello, my Gerry boy. I had to actually pick her up a few times, which he was very unimpressed by. Very unimpressed. I'm glad she's doing better, yeah. Guess everything will be fine. I hope so. I hope so. Gerry's welcome home zooms are very sweet. Yeah, he was just really, really zoomy. Welcome to this week's episode of Redacted and Kirsty's Comfort Zone. Oh no. I think we're getting to the point now with the podcast where we'll he's found himself a little nook where we'll start getting ad revenue, but what that means is we'll probably get about like 2p per year. And it was really sweet because they were like, okay, how do you want to split any ad revenue that you get? Do you want it 50-50? And I was like, oh yeah, 50-50. And Kirsty was like, are you sure? Because you do all the editing. Like, are you sure you don't want to take more? And I was like, well, firstly, no, it should be 50-50. And secondly, it's going to be about like a penny each. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's, yeah, you don't particularly, it's not a big money maker. Morning, Lime. Did they ever find out what caused it? It is something that can happen occasionally for the strangest of things. They think she might maybe have like a slight urine infection, and if they get in pain, sometimes that can stop them from eating. The trouble is, if you don't do 50-50, how can you divide your 2p equally? This is true. This is true. This is very true. Treasure the penny. I'll frame it and put it on the wall. I was looking for leopard gecko TikToks, and the first thing I find are memes about drop tails. See, this is the problem. Like, because I thought, oh, okay, I'll try and find the things that I'll try and find like, oh, TikToks about bunnies and stuff, because that'll be cute. But so many are, oh my goodness, Gerry, stop it. So many are just people like not treating them very well for the sake of a meme sort of thing. And I was like, well, I don't want to see that. That just makes me really sad. So, oh my goodness. Gerry boy, will you stop? I'm going to have to squish you. Don't worry, Fifi. I'm just squishing your husband. He's being a pickle. He is being a pickle. Will you start to put in Send Dreams at some point? Yeah, we were hoping to do like a writing episode. We've had a lot of like, because we recorded 3 in a week. So we've had like hang on, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we've had a backlog because we did the Lewis one, the Becky one, and the middle one. So yeah, we've not really had a chance to do any writing ones, but we'd like to do a whole writing one. I think you and Kirsty should upload it on both of your channels, alternating episodes. I guess the only problem with that was, the only problem with that would be if people didn't know where to find it. I guess that's why we've always like kept it in the same places, but it's crazy how misinformed a lot of pet owners are, even about very common pets. Yeah, I hate those kinds of videos, and then when you say something about the comments, they call you a buzzkill. Yeah, the next one, the one that's out on this Saturday, the one I'm editing at the moment, is one with very lovely Becky Boom. So she'll Because I felt bad the other day because I forgot to tell her we had a bit of a backlog. And I suddenly realised, like, oh, it's been like a month since we recorded. She's probably thinking, like, why do they keep putting episodes out? So I had to say to her, like, yours is the next one coming out, by the way. We've not forgotten about you. It is on the horizon. Or have a dedicated channel for the podcast. Yeah, that we could do. I think they might be starting to upload stuff on the the Pickaxe has a YouTube thing now. Because was there one that got uploaded to it? Or did I just see... Or maybe I just saw a link to it in the link tree or something. Maybe I just dreamed it. It'll be on the next episode. But yeah. So I guess maybe they'll start to just put them all up there instead. Which would be fine. I heard Boba say pickaxe on this the other day and cackle. I wonder if they'll start doing that, if they'll start letting people say it on their own, have like a personalised one. But yeah, we need a Dav special episode. I could see if he wants to come on. We've asked a few people if they want to, but it's one of those things that a lot of people say yes with like good intentions and then don't actually get round to it, sort of thing. I think 0 Degrees is on the Pickaxe channel. Ah, okay. Yeah, I thought one of them had started to be uploaded there. I'm Bridie and you're listening to Pickaxe. Pickaxe. Just trying to defloof Gerry's tail. Gets very wiggly hairs there. When you introduce him, you can tell us he's the guy who says pickaxe at the beginning of every episode. Have I asked Alistair yet? I did actually ask Alistair, but I think he thought I was joking. Could only dream about being on your podcast. What is Pickaxe? Pickaxe is the Yogscast podcast network. So basically everything, all of the podcasts are like published through Pickaxe. So I send the podcast, apart from putting it on YouTube, I send it to them and they distribute it to all of the places. But there's quite a few podcasts on there now. I think they need to update the website for some of them. We're on there now. Do the Pickaxe voice in the style of Gerry or Tabs? I mean, Tabs would just be like... The Yogs really love putting cast at the end of every word now. Back then it was Yog at the beginning of every word. What about a podcast where Bridie and Kirsty talk like whales? Wheels? I mean, it would go on for a long time. It takes a long time to say anything in Old Walish. I love that Gerry likes to sit in the little chair nooks. I can't tell if he's cleaning. I think he's just cleaning his bum. He's not going for a toffee. I'm touching your lucky rabbit's foot. I'm going to have lots of luck today. Or bad luck because I've harassed your foot whilst you didn't want me to. What do you reckon, Gerry? Which is it going to be? I thought the flag of Wales was blue and white. Oh no, not this again. Chairnocks are the perfect parking spaces for his tiny bunny bottom. It is true. Played with his ear, played with his foot. A nice comforting chairnock against the bum to keep you secure, yeah. Oh yeah, I wonder if we're going to do Plate Up today. Because I want to see the things that have been added. I want to see the cheese board and the onion rings. And I think maybe tomato soup got added. And this is what I was like, oh, and I think maybe Waldorf salad. I think Waldorf salad is in there. Yeah, so they've added a cheese board, which is like cheese, chopped apple, and nuts. And I think there's a salad, which is like apple, nuts, and maybe mayo, I want to say. This is my detective work from the they posted a screenshot on the Playtub Twitter. I probably could just go and look at the the patch notes on the Discord, but I like to just zoom in and try and work it out. Where do bunnies go to buy soup? The supermarket. Cheese boards are a travesty. Is it? It does seem quite complicated for what I'm guessing is a starter. Because I guess, do you have to make them? I've not done one yet. Do you have to make them all individually, I suppose? So I guess that's two different things you have to chop and another thing to add. Probably makes sense to have like... We kept getting cheese boards as a choice when we really couldn't handle it. Oh no! Oh no. You make each board to order and the boards come back but don't need cleaning. Oh, so you still have to clear the table. It's not like the ice cream bowls where they just eat the bowls. Can't handle the cheese, get out of the kitchen. I think I have that on a poster somewhere. Oh, even talking about Plate Up is making me hungry now. I'm gonna get that rumbly tum. Oh, cheese board is a dessert. Okay. Okay. I was thinking it was going to be a starter, like a little, although I guess that makes sense. Yeah, traditionally, cheese boards are in like a 7-course meal. I think the cheese boards come after the fruit. You have the fruit course and then you have the cheese course. Judging by the French saying, between the pears and the cheese. I actually, one time I went to this like, this like fancy, what was it called? It wasn't like a dinner party, it was called something, but it was basically like these people who, they used to be like a vegan catering company in Bristol, though they've shut down now. They used to invite people around for dinner parties and they would put on like 7-course meals. And oh my gosh, they were so good. It wasn't like big courses or anything. You'd get like a little like palate cleanser between meals and stuff like that. And it felt very, very fancy. But it was very nice. And it was obviously before COVID times. But it was really funny because when we last went, we went with Lewis. And it was mostly like people who I would say were in like their late 50s, 60s. And then it was us. There was like a younger couple there as well. But listening to Lewis having to explain his job to so many people who were just confused by it, it brought me much amusement. Made me giggle. I think it might have been, would it have been before I think maybe I had just started streaming. I don't think it was. I think I was maybe still working at the vet. In the before times, indeed. But yeah, it was nice. I missed them. They were like one of our favorite. They were one of the first places that we ever tried when we moved to Bristol. But I think basically like the lady who ran it, I get the feeling she was just sort of like, she'd like retired out of a big job and she could afford to do what she wanted. So she was like, oh, I'll just have like a little business. And then it got too popular and she was just like, it's too much now. I'm going to stop doing it. And I was just like, but I really like the food. They used to do these peanut butter and chocolate brownies that were, oh my gosh, they were so good. I think about them still. And a Sri Lankan curry that was gorgeous. I might just ask for the recipe. Maybe I'll ask if she'll just make me a box of 10 frozen curries I can get throughout the year. Every now and then when I miss it, I can just defrost one and have it. But I remember when we were at that dinner party and they brought out the cheese board and then they had loads left over, because they'd obviously only cut like little bits because it was near the end. So I just said, can I have some cheese to take home? And I think everyone else had been too fancy and polite to ask, but I was just like, I don't care, I'm never seeing any of you again, and I'm getting all the cheese. I found out what hash browns are. I always thought they sounded like drugs. Hash browns are lovely. Last night I was really hungry and it was like 12:15. And Alex was like, why don't you make yourself some hash browns? And I was like, you can't say hash browns to me at 12:15 because they're going to take like 20 minutes to cook and then I'm going to not get to bed for ages. But I want to do it. Give Briny a curry, feed a craving for a day, teach a Briny to curry, feed a craving for a lifetime. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Say hash browns again. Hash browns. Hash browns. They only take 8 minutes in my oven. Do you know what the top tier thing is to have when you really need a snack like that? Bird's eye potato waffles. Because you can cook them in the toaster in like 5 minutes. And that's good and lazy. That's the sort of thing you need. That's the sort of midnight snack you need, is just bird's eye potato waffles. You can probably do other potato waffles in the toaster, but they don't say it on the box, so I'm too scared. Because sometimes we just get the own brand ones. Can you not cook? I imagine hash browns would be too like bitty. Because they're like chunks. You can! Yeah, see, I didn't know this until I went back home to my home, and my mum was like, oh, like we were looking after my nephew. And my mum was like, oh, I'll just do him some potato waffles. He hungry. And she just put them in the toaster. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you putting them in the toaster? And she like pointed at the box. And literally on the front of the box, it says, cook in the toaster. I'd just never seen it before. And I was like, what? So yeah, it was new for me. Nova Tracks, thank you very much for the follow. You tried beans on toast? Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Because I imagine if you're not sure, it could be a very weird meal, but I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, I'm just making myself so hungry. We don't even have any bread or potato waffles. I was discouraged from hash browns for a while for eating some with a hangover. I regretted that decision. When Alex and I weren't feeling very, when we were like having our bad weekend, must have been on Saturday, because we were like worried about Fifi and everything, and we were just like, okay, we've not had a chance to do anything. So Alex was like, I'll just order us, like, it was like 1 in the evening, 1 in the afternoon, and we still hadn't had a chance for breakfast or anything. So he ordered breakfast burritos from Vegan Cross, and oh my gosh, they're so good. I love them. They're beans, cheese, sausages, all vegan obviously, and potato waffles. They're so good. Garbage Cat, thank you very much for the sub. Congratulations on your baby carrot. Oh, this talk has got me hungry. I know, my tummy is just like, brrr. Most importantly, are they crispy? I think if you turn them around and put them back in, they will crisp up. They do tend to be slightly soggier than ovened, though. We got our frozen toaster waffles subbed with pancakes last month. You make them in the toaster too. I've seen some like toaster waffles I've been tempted to get. My family was like, what are you doing? Beans and toast? What monster are you? You can slowly convert them. Gemma cooked and fed her Canadian friend beans on toast on stream recently, and it was an experience. Hello, Anson. I love hash brown sandwiches, but I also learned how to make American-style potato hash, and that sure is a winner. What is the difference between, like... Oh, that was it. It was because we were meant to be going to this vegan festival that I'd been looking forward to for weeks. But then we didn't get to go because of everything going on. Bye-bye, Kaino. Have a very lovely day. You take care. And hello, Lifelike. How you doing? So yeah, I was sad that we didn't get to go. Which is why Arnhall went, and I was like asking so many questions of like, what did you get? Did you try this? What was this like? I was trying to live vicariously through Arnhall. I feel like I experienced it. But I'll get to try the individual things eventually. I can just put the festival together in my mind. You're sleepy. Oh. Oh, he got a witch. Well, I guess it's time for me to head off and go and do some editing. But all I want to do is eat now. Gee, oh, he got them snips. Gerry? Was that at Ashton Gate? No, it was at, Left-Handed Giant Tap Room. It was just a little one. But some of the food they had there looked so good. So good. Shall we go to Clyde? Yeah, maybe I'll have a crumpet first. I'll have a crumpet and a cup of tea, and then that'll put me in good stead to do some editing. Because if my tummy's rumbling, I probably won't be able to concentrate anyways. So yeah, let's go crumpets and tea. Rain and Clyde in big minute, nice. Well, fingers crossed I'll be back with Kirsty at 2. But I'll go and admit to her about the TikTok, and maybe she'd not want to talk to me. So if suddenly I'm streaming on my own later, then you know you know what happened. Oh no. And now I miss crumpets. Oh no. I need editing fuel. But yeah, everyone take care. Have very lovely days. I'll hopefully see some of you at 2. But whatever you get up to, I hope it is lovely. To just passively aggressively burn all of the food. Oh no. Oh look, Gerry's settling down for snoozes now. But yeah, have lovely days. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you to Holskoll Grill. Sorry if I've absolutely butchered that, but thank you very much for the follow. I will speak to you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Snoozy boy. Snoozy boy. There you go. Look at him. Thank you, Roosevelt. Bye bye.